We are here today to provide a message, a very important message to everyone that is willing to listen and to hear the words. We have been bringing this message to planet Earth for a very long time. We have brought this message in all ways, through media, through important people, through the illuminated. And we will continue to bring this message, for we want you to understand the purpose of this message, what our end game is. We bring this message to you, to everyone, and that message is disseminated. It reaches the ears of certain ones, not everyone, for there are few that are awakened. There are few that are listening and understanding, conceiving of the ideas that we bring. It is not important that everybody hears this message. That is not the purpose. It is only important that those that are ready to hear the message, that those that are asking for this message to come into their lives, they are the ones that we direct this message to. And if you are one of those who are amongst that group, then you will know, because this message will resonate with you. It isn't a message that you would necessarily share with others, for the message only applies to those who are ready to hear it. These people that are ready to hear it are no more special than anybody else. We are all children of God, but we are all on a path and we are all on a journey. And some of us have chosen to stay, to be immersed, to be fooled by the illusion in which we live. And some of us have lived that now and are ready to move on, ready to become more. For the experience here on earth is but a small, tiny part of a journey. We understand that when you are here, this seems like all there is. And how many times have we heard the question, is this all there is? And we can assure you that it is not. That there is a long journey, a very beautiful one, but a very long journey. And so our message is going out to those who are ready to move on, who are ready to go forward and to take on the next stage of this journey. And we have been doing this for a long time, and we will continue to do this. For there really is no end, although that in itself is not true. But for the moment, our job is to siphon off, is to guide, is to lead by the hand those who are ready to be led and guided. And so if you are hearing this message and feeling a resonance, feeling a sympathy to the message, then you know that your time is coming soon. The time will come in which you will no longer need to return to this particular plane, this particular experience. And there will be new experiences and new planes of existence in which different lessons are more appropriate. The earth plane is probably one of the most carnal, perhaps difficult, of the experiences. The experiences that we have here are the ones that mold us, the ones that shape us. We are not saying that the forthcoming planes of existence are easy. That is not what we are saying. But the earthly plane is the one in which we deeply experience emotions, trauma, sadness and disappointment. And so as we move on, the experiences that we take from our existences are lighter. They belong to a new level of understanding, a new level of learning. And so we ask you now to begin to pay attention. For if this message is reaching you, it is reaching you for a very important reason. It is reaching you because you have opened yourself up to this message. Now you can choose to close your ears to this message, and that is perfectly acceptable. That is saying that right now you are not ready. You do not desire to move on, and that is okay. However, if this message is reaching you and you are feeling a feeling of familiarity, a feeling of understanding something more in this message, then you know that this message is for you. Now we know that that sounds very simplistic, and that is because it is. We are all resonant frequencies, and as frequencies we attract to us and we repel from us. And so it's very important in this life to understand that when things are drawn to us, when things come to us out of the blue, when things come to us when we have not asked for those things to come into our lives, then we must pay attention to those things. We must pay attention to what it is that's coming to us. Equally the bad as the good. But we refer especially to messages that come to us. We suggest to you that when you hear the same message more than one time, perhaps 2, perhaps 3 times, when you are presented some information that then repeats itself, we ask you to pay attention to that information, for that is information that is being drawn to you. Now, we are not referring to the information that is given to all via the media, via the marketing skills that currently exist on this planet. So we are not saying that if you receive an advert for a car 3 times, then that car is being drawn to you. That is not what we are referring to. We are referring to messages that come to us, normally via different sources, but which contain the same message, the same information. And the information is a spiritual information. It is an information that will take you to a higher place. One that will not drag you down into the earthbound mentality. And so we ask you to pay attention to those messages, for in those messages is a greater message. We want you to know that this life is not all that there is. This existence is very important in our evolution, in our creation, in our becoming. But it is not all. And so we bring a message of hope and one of understanding that there is more. There will be more. And so if you are in this life and you are suffering, whether it be illness, situation, circumstances, please understand that there is more. And understand that the experiences that you are experiencing have been brought to you because you have chosen those experiences. You have attracted those experiences to you. For we attract what it is that we are. And we need to go through these experiences for us to be purified, for our vibration to be lifted, to be raised, to be purified. And so worry not. But there are ways to speed up the process, and you can speed up your process of purification. And that is done through the study, the analysis, the meditation on these kind of messages, on messages of hope, on messages of understanding that there is more. And so we leave you with this message, and we ask you that if this message resonates with you, then you should further investigate. And if this message does not resonate with you, then this is not the time for you to pay attention to this message. We leave you with love and with light, and we ask for blessings to be showered upon you. Amen.